Peace, everybody. Welcome again to the Boa Me Begins, put on by the Motor City Singers Space. Give it up for yourselves for being brave souls, for coming down here tonight. You could do better than that.
This is an unprecedented experience at the intersection of mental health research and musical production. Two worlds that wouldn't normally interact. And in this project, 3 artist collectives composed of a mental health professional, a singer-songwriter, and a music producer are gonna work with community-based focus groups to then produce original music centered in the Black lived experience of Black Detroiters. So it's really ambitious. It's really hard to explain in an elevated pitch. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I thank y'all so much for coming and being a part of today's event.
Give it up for my baby sis, Jody.
I'm gonna perform a few songs for you guys and get out of your way.
Okay, coming to the stage is my sister girl, Natasha T. Miller. Show her some love.
How much do therapy? You, come here. Yeah, okay. Cause I do need help, to be honest. But how much do you charge? The question is my father. The answer is my mother buried her only son alone, pulled holidays out of 60-hour work weeks, feet blistering, hands ashy, teeth white, always smiling. The question is my brother.
Without further ado, please bring my firecracker friend to the stage, Miss Kibi Mitchell. Show her some love as she glides to the stage. Love is free, and so is this event.
Like a heat wave, crack epidemic caused roaring flames in our community. And many didn't hear of it because the income, it went up for some, but low-income families having to find remedies with no solutions or tools at all.
Show some love for the director of fun of the Motor City Sings and of the Motor City Singer Space, Lauren Olier.
Anytime those shadows come around, glow brighter, shine brighter. Don't let them stop you and your inner glow and your inner shine.
Coming to the stage, please show all of your love for Charity the Artist.
I'm done waiting on Prince Charming to come and save me.
So within Boa Me, we built 3 artist musical collectives. The first collective consists of singer-songwriter Angela Davis, music producer James Shelton, and mental health professional Dr. Monique Tucker. The second collective consisted of singer-songwriter Grace's great-grandson, music producer Hero, and mental health professional Wanda Olubala. And the third collective consisted of singer-songwriter Larry Duran, music producer Jason Jazz Lugo, and mental health professional Brittany Lewis.
So I'll be honest, I don't know what happened. However, I am excited to be here. I do believe that music and mental health are definitely married and joined at the hip. And I like the fact that we are formally wedding them through this project. Because that's how I see it. I just see it as us actually planning the wedding of music and mental health. Because they've been dating for a long time.
While the pandemic was a terrible thing to live through, I do believe some good was able to come from it. Agree or disagree? While the pandemic was a terrible thing to live through, I do believe some good was able to come from it. The pandemic was terrible all around, nothing good came from it. The pandemic was terrible all around, nothing good came from it.
I struggled a lot with, I like being out. I like being outside, I like being around people. And I got so depressed because I was like, I can't be outside as often as I want to be. I can't do this, I can't do that.
I think the pandemic gave us a second chance, that second life. And I'm speaking from what I've seen and what I've heard, just heard in this room, and what I've seen from other people. Some people became entrepreneurs. Some people, the gift that they laid down, picked it back up because they was able to realize how grateful it was, 1, to be alive, 2, to watch everybody around them die. I lost 55 people in 2 weeks. And to watch everybody die around you and realize how blessed we really is, and that we may not never get this chance again, so let's go for what we know now.
So in the question where you asked,
Do I wish the pandemic had happened? No, I don't. I feel like we knew my father was struggling with some things before the pandemic. He turned 65 in January, and from that point, we saw him like turn.
Thank you all again so much for being here and for participating in this project. I do want to introduce Alana Flowers, who's partnering with us for today's focus group. So this is kind of a surprise for everybody because nobody knew she was going to be here. And Alana's going to be doing some graphic recording for us throughout today's event.
I think that it is really important to document how this last couple of years has affected our community.
What humor does, it kind of opens conversation for other things. Like,
I was able to work remotely and do things I wanted to, but then like my mental capacity for doing basic things fell apart. So it's just like there was success in some ways and lack of success in others. So
I honestly thought like the fact that I'm a human, the pandemic was difficult.
How do you mourn your loved ones in the midst of a pandemic?
Collectives 1 and 3 are meeting today. It's just a quick 30-minute follow-up from our focus groups to be able to just capture some of your initial thoughts about the focus group experience, and then just kind of get an idea of how the focus groups may be inspiring our creators within the group. But let's just start like initially, how has the focus group process been for you all as a creator? What are some of your major takeaways?
You know, there were some people who, you know, when you said they wish it never happened, a lot of people raised their hands. But at the same time, when you said who has had success during the pandemic, a lot of people raised their hands. And even like some of the same people, you know, so I think sometimes it's about like the perspective of just like how you look at everything that you've been through and how you choose to approach it.
With our conversations, I came up with a bunch of kind of titles that just kind of popped in my head, or just phrases or words as we were in those 2 sessions. And some of them are "This Moment," "The World Stood Still," "Today," "Being Kind to Myself," "Find the Joy," "The Light," "I Can't Stay There," and "Breathe" were just things that just popped in my head. Either somebody said it or something somebody said just kind of brought those words to me.
Not only are you excavating your own experience with the pandemic, but you're also looking at research of other people's experience with the pandemic. And then you're trying to, you know, add music to it that'll help uplift and enlighten a whole nother group of people. So it's a big ask. It's a huge lift.
Like an idea that came to me, like that kind of summarizes the whole entire meeting, is that despite everything we've been through, we're all survivors.
During trying times, it's okay to be okay, right? Or it's okay to be joyful. It's okay to be happy, even though you're going in the midst of turmoil.
The basis of the song done, and now we're on to song 2.
So here's a question for you.
Yes.
Are you gonna do the verse, the singing part, or just the part you were just doing? Are you gonna do that in a low or a high register?
I was hoping to do both.
I agree.
Okay.
Stack them.
Yep, that's what I was hoping.
All right.
Boa Me means there's no shame in receiving help, because you give help, and so you give and you receive. It's a back and forth, and there's no shame. You don't have to have pride if you need a hand, because we all need a hand sometimes.
When I think of Boa Me, I think of sharing the stories of my community, being a creative, and collaborating with amazing and talented people to bring this amazing music that we're bringing to you all.
Boa Me is the essence of community. It is the spaces in which village inhabits, because if we're not helping each other, what are we doing? Can we even call ourselves a community?
can we even call ourselves a village?
I think that this is showcasing how powerful Black people are when it comes to learning how to heal and teaching others how to heal.
What the Boa Me Project means to me is an opportunity to spread hope and love in my community with my art through a sound that we call Sounds of Healing.
So the project to me just means to come from a victim to being a survivor and now in our new reality.
Me, Boa Me is the collective. It is, especially in this sense, as musicians working together to participate in this creative space. It means the connection, it means the vibe, the energy, the pulse.
An artist friend of mine a long time ago told me that we don't do art for art's sake. What we're doing here today is the epitome of that. Taking the tools that we've been given, our inspirations, divinely so, to give great aid to others. What are we doing if we're not helping each other heal?
And so this project allows us to open up, allows us to share, allows us to tell our story. And I think that's what helps us heal.
Saturday afternoon with us, and I'm so excited to have earned your time on this evening to celebrate the finale of Boa Me. Let's do this. In life there comes a time when we may find it hard to climb, but we must always be reminded we are not alone. This you must know. Our strength will always find when we convene and we combine our love for shared humanity. That's why I help you and you help me. Boa me, na mi moa wo. Help me, let me help you, and together we will find the way to go. Oh, help me, let me help you, and our light will shine enough for us both. Da 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 da. Boa me na mi mo. Da 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 da. Da da, boa me na mi mo. We try to say goodbye, and we try to say goodbye. We're so grateful to have y'all. Y'all doing good. Y'all doing good. So this summer, I also got the opportunity to make a brand new friend, and her name is Lolly Mariah. We were both a part of Music Accelerator class. She's an incredible artist. She be singing, she be dancing. She's really, really beautiful. Please look her up as well. But Lolly also is a program administrator, coordinator, director, leader of Notes for Notes Detroit. Notes for Notes is a national or international nonprofit organization that provides youth with free access to music instruments, instruction, and recording studio environments so that music may become a profoundly positive influence in their lives. And so when connecting with Lolly through our program, we was like, I think there's an opportunity for us to partner. And she was like, yeah, my kid's gonna write a song for you. I was like, oh, let's do it. So Notes for Notes is now gonna come to the stage because they too participated in the focus groups. They too composed an original song, and I'm gonna let them come up and do their thing so I don't spoil the soup. So come on, kids.
See how far you get when no peace or justice. The world will change, the troubles arise. We fight the fight, we'll live and what you gonna do? Now that you've been a survivor, what you gonna do? You gonna what? Hey, you're gonna do it right this time. I'm a survivor, yeah. Yes, I am. Yes, See, we made it through the storm. Woo! Thank you so much to the band, y'all. We survived, y'all. We made it through. Thank you so much. I'm Angela Davis.
Show some more love for Angela Davis! You better bless us. You better sing us down.
I mean, every one of us has a soundtrack that we play. And then, yes, and Ben Will is on your soundtrack. We all know that, Dr. Logan.
Thank you, Auntie.
There are many days where, as many people will say, oh, you're the smiliest, the happiest, like the most fun-loving person I've ever met. I am sad. This is my default face, but there are tears hiding underneath. There are shattered pieces within that I am holding together. If you have felt the vibe today, I know you already know you have a family, you have a community, you have the support, okay? So you guys are gonna take these pieces, you're gonna glue them on here, and you're gonna leave space in between, because with gold Sharpies, we're gonna do our own form of community kintsugi. And you're gonna give yourself forgiveness. You're gonna put those words in between the spaces. You're going to add in there, I am enough, the things that motivate you, that motivate others. You may forgive somebody on this and say, I let it go. I forgive you. I release that pain. I release that hurt. You're gonna do it right on here.
If things around you crumble, no, you don't have to stumble and fall. Keep pushing on and don't you look back, no.
For another day, responsibilities in the way, but time goes on before you know it is just too late.
Da 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 Boa Me mi mo da 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 Boa Me mi mo